Yeah, hi there. And these comments are for Annie, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the online TOEFL course, the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And let's take a look at your comments. You made a comment over my website. So you say, I have taken the TOEFL with score of 14 on the reading, 22 on the speaking, 25 on the listening, that's your strongest area, and 20 points on the writing. You say my goal is 25 on each section. You want to get a score of 100. My goodness. You say I studied 8 hours per day. I just read a lot and listened a lot. Yet on the real test I found out I did not have enough time to finish my reading. And you want to say I got, past tense, really nervous on the speaking part. So I would speak unnaturally. And I memorized some voca for my writing, and I tried as detailed as possible, but I still could not get my writing above 25. I took several times of TOEFL practice tests at home, but I cannot get my score over 85. I want to take the test again in January 24th, so I do not know what should I do now to improve. First of all, let me go over this. You got a lot of issues with your writing, and it's going to take some time. And I want you to take a look at something for a motivational purpose. I get emails every day. Some emails are asking me about the course like you are. Other emails are expressing concerns and problems that students are having that I'm currently teaching. And still other emails are telling me what their TOEFL score was. This is one of my students here. Believe it. She just got 28 points on the speaking section. She reached her goals. And I just sent her a video earlier today congratulating her. So hopefully, maybe in a month or two, I can get the same email from you and you'll be telling me, hey, Michael, I followed your plan. I reached my goal of 25 in each section of the test, right? Now, what I want to do right now is I'm going to do some correction. You need to become more familiar with some of the problems you're having with your writing. I would probably say here, use the simple past. I took the TOEFL exam and so I took the TOEFL exam and scored. So my goal is to score 25 each section. I studied 8 hours per day. You want to see here, just reading and listening a lot, yet on the real test I found out I did not have enough time to finish the reading passages and change this to past, and I got really nervous on the speaking part, so because it's past I would speak unnaturally. And I memorized some vocabulary for my writing, and I tried using as many details as possible, but I still could not get my writing score above 25. I took several TOEFL practice tests at home but I cannot get my score over 85. I want to take it on January 24th again. I would probably here and then say, but I do not know what I should do now to improve. Okay, so to really help you here, we have to stay focused around where you are and where you want to go. Okay, so you need to make, you want to get 25 in each area. That means you need to improve in all sections. And it doesn't guarantee that the next time you take the TOEFL, you could score lower in the listening section and not get 25. But let's talk about reading first, and we'll kind of move from there. This is where you need to make the most improvements. You need to make about 11 points higher. You need to score on the reading. So, in order to do better with your reading, there are 5 specific things that you need to do beginning today in order to make progress. Number 1, do what you're doing. Keep reading every day. Read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. Remember, you're probably better, even though you scored 81 on your previous TOEFL and you didn't get 100, you're still getting better, right? So you have to be doing some things that are working. So keep reading every day. You choose the materials. Number 2, build your vocabulary. You can do that at my online TOEFL course. You can learn over 1,700 TOEFL words by going through my vocabulary lessons. Number 3, improve your reading speed to about 300 words per minute or more. You had problems finishing the reading section. This is a serious issue, and it's not just important for the TOEFL. Improving your reading speed will be very helpful for your academic studies or any time you need to read things in English. My online TOEFL course during the reading section will help you to improve your reading from 100 to 350 words per minute. The third thing you need to do, Annie, to improve your reading is you need to become familiar with the IBT question types and the strategies for answering them. I'm assuming you've already done that, but I'm still pointing it out nonetheless. Number 4, you should take, number 5, you need to take TOEFL level reading practice tests. And then you can go over the tests, you can look at what answers, what types of questions you're missing, you can review the strategies for those, and you should get better. Now, it takes several months to get good results here, so in my opinion, I do not recommend that you take the test in January. If you have time, it's probably better for you to wait for maybe 2 or 3, maybe even 4 months of some good solid study before you spend another $200 on the test. Okay, so let's recap what I said. Read extensively every day for 45 minutes. Build your vocabulary. Increase your reading speed. Become more familiar with the reading question types and how to answer them, and then take TOEFL level reading practice tests. Now, my website specifically, Annie, I have a great reading section along with vocabulary, so you can improve your vocabulary, you can improve your reading speed, you can become more familiar with the IBT reading question types and how to answer them. And in the H section of my course, Annie, you can take full-length IBT practice tests. You can do all these things at my online TOEFL course. All right, so let's talk about speaking. The speaking section of my course I have a pronunciation and a speaking section. I have over 300 independent and integrated speaking practice tests that you can begin taking today, and you'll get feedback. A lot of students, they don't believe it'll happen, but for just one low monthly price a subscription price. You will start getting feedback on your speaking. I will help you with your delivery. I will help you with your language use. I will tell you what kinds of grammar problems you're having. I will also help you with your topic development, which includes using details and how you're organizing your ideas. So you will begin to improve. Listening, I'm not going to comment too much on that. You're already pretty strong in that area. But writing, if you need a place to post your independent and integrated writing practice tests and you want to start getting some scores, you can post those at my website. I will grade them and I'll give you some comments to help you see what you need to do in order to get better. All right, so those are some things I recommend for you. So I think if you can really work hard right now on improving your reading comprehension abilities, that's really going to be the biggest step that's going to make the biggest difference in your overall English language abilities. So my recommendation is follow those 5 things I recommended for your reading. Now for my online TOEFL course, to help you work toward your goal, I'm not going to recommend a specific study guide. I'm going to recommend how you can go through the lessons in my online TOEFL course. So first of all, go through the lessons in the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar, especially the grammar section. You have a lot of problems with grammar. You need to solve. I'm not going to say you can solve all your problems, and you don't need to solve all your problems to get over 100, but you need to minimize a lot of the errors you're making right now. As you saw the corrections that I made in this comment that you made to me at my website, you have problems with verb tenses, you have problems with word order, you have problems with prepositions, and so on, right? So that's the first thing you want to do. So maybe for the first month that you use my course, you'll focus more in the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar areas. That means you can do a pronunciation lesson, you can do a vocabulary lesson, then maybe a grammar lesson. Then the next day again, you'll do maybe vocabulary lesson 2, pronunciation lesson 2, then you do grammar lesson 2. So that'll give you some variety so you're not just working in one area all the time. You don't burn out. Now, once you've gone through those first 3 sections, then you can do the reading and the listening parts of my course. Again, on day 1, when you start that, you do reading lesson 1, then listening lesson 1. Then you do reading lesson 2, listening lesson 2, and so on. And once you've done those 2 sections, then you can complete the last part of my online TOEFL course by going through the writing and the reading sections. Actually, not the writing and the speaking section, sorry, of my course. And then you can begin posting, and hopefully at this point, this will probably maybe a few months down the line, but hopefully you'll have the vocabulary and you have the grammar that allows you to write and speak proficiently in a way that helps you get higher scores in the speaking and the writing sections. All right, so those are my comments for you. Annie, you can do this. I just got another email today. I got an email from a student who used my course for 20 days and got 103. Another student got 109. Now, I'm not saying you can do this in 20 days or you can do it in 60 days. My best guess for you is based on where you are and where you want to be. You're probably looking at anywhere from 2 to 5 months of very solid study before you reach that goal. So you don't have to do 8 hours a day, by the way. If you do probably, I'm going to say anywhere from 3 to 4 hours every day if you follow my plan and you go through the lessons the way that I suggested in this video, you're probably looking at 3 to 4 months over a period of 3 to 4 hours a day over a period of a few months before you're going to reach your goal. Now what you can do is, instead of paying the $200 to take the TOEFL exam, if you're not certain whether or not you're ready, you can take a full-length IBT practice test. And that'll give you an idea where you are, and you can mark your progress. And then with that information, you can determine whether or not you want to register for the official TOEFL exam. Anyway, happy holidays to you during this holiday time of the season. Merry Christmas, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.